Hello, my real estate friends. Hope your day is going great. Melissa English here. We ready to plan for October. We're going to go over all of our sales strategies, what our focus is for the month. We're going to go over really cool $5 pop by ideas. It's that time. So we're going to put it all together right now today. Of course, we've got our super awesome October planning workbook. Again, the pages are so fun, and I apologize if you can't see it all because of the green screen. But in any case, we've got pop pie ideas in here, of course. All the hashtag holidays for the month, they're all in here for you. What else do we have in here? We've got, of course, the planner. We're going to go through some scheduling tips and ways that you can really just be really productive throughout your day. We've got our lead gen strategy focus. So we're just going to focus in all of the lead gen strategies for the month of October, kind of review what we did last month, all of this fun stuff. So this workbook is completely free. There is a link below to grab your access if you want to get that. That is what we're going to use today to sort of move through and plan and schedule for a super awesome October month. If you are a fall season 2024 member, you already have your workbook access. So thank you and welcome. And I'm just excited to get rolling in it and get our month planned, right? So let me go ahead and get my screen pulled up and we will get rocking and rolling. I don't know what's going on with this hairdo today, but I'm going to tell you now. I started I started like this different type of shampoo and it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I apologize for that. It's a little big hair day going on. Okay, so let's see, where are we at? We need to go to present. And I'm going to share this with you. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay, we're going to go full screen mode so that way you get a nice, pretty picture. So let's just get in it. You ready? Here we go. So if you are new here, my name is Melissa. I am a licensed real estate agent in Georgia and Louisiana. And on this channel, I share all my really cool, fun strategies and tips on how you can build your real estate business with not a whole lot of bucks. I try to share how I was able to do that and build my business throughout the years with you. So if you are not a subscriber, definitely subscribe because I share some really good fun stuff every week. So you don't want to lose me in the internet world. And I would love to be real estate friends with you. So, definitely let me know in the comments kind of what your market is. A lot of times I run through and get various referrals and things like that. So I like to keep it within my community and definitely I'll reach out. So I've got a little list for all my real estate friends. So I'll reach out if anything should flow your way. If you're excited to get ready to plan for October, go ahead, give the video a like and let's go. So what we are covering. So we're going to take a look at what's going on last month. Now, depending upon when you're watching this, right now it's September the 18th. So we are going to focus in on everything that happened for September, essentially, because we are moving into October. But if you're watching this in October, then it is already last month for you, if that makes sense. So let's kind of recap what's happening for the month of September. We're going to really pinpoint down our focus for October. I'm just realizing my volume's a little different, so let's fix that. Focus in for October. I have a focus statement. We're going to go over that. We're going to look at October goals, numbers, and prospecting, what's happening this month. Of course, pop by ideas and strategy session there with a social system and marketing plan. So we got a lot to cover. This is our Power Hour planning session. So go ahead, grab a snack, grab your coffee, whatever it is. And let's just really sort of focus in to plan for October so that when October gets here, if it's not already October for you, then you're ready to activate it, put it in action, get out there, do it to just, hit it and go with your month. All right. So let's look at September in review. First things first, what was your biggest win? Okay, so what happened for you in the month of September that was a really big win for you? Go ahead and note that in. And if you did complete your one thing for September, your big one thing, and if you don't know what a one thing is, don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you in just a minute because we're going to set a one thing focus for October. But what was your biggest win of the month? Did you accomplish that one thing that you wanted to do? If you didn't accomplish it, that's okay. We're going to roll it to this month. Okay. So to try to really get that done this month. But in any case, it could be something that happened with your children, your family, your work, anything. So what was the biggest thing that happened for you for September? What did you learn? This is a big one. So it's really important that we always learn things, right? And that we can just expand our knowledge. Knowledge, again, is power. And so when we can expand our knowledge, whether that be with work or just general life, that's important. So it's important to just feed your brain and just educate yourself and just get to know what it is that you're working towards. So what did you learn? What was one big thing that you learned and that biggest takeaway in the month of September? What marketing worked for you? So did you mail out some postcards? Did you do a really cool social post, a new reel, a new video? What did you do and where did your responses come from? And listen, it doesn't matter if you got 2 responses or 1 response that worked for you, okay? Because at the end of the day, just like me with this channel, if I can help one person, I've achieved my goal, right? So, it's not that you're necessarily trying to put it out there for the masses. It's just, if you can solve one person's problem when it comes to real estate, then, that's the goal, right? So, you did some sort of marketing in September. What was it that worked? And let's look at the numbers. So, new leads, new friends. Who did you meet that you added in your database for the month of September? How many were there? How many contracts did you get signed? So how many for the month of September did you get signed, and how many do you have pending? And then how many closings did you close out for the month of September? Again, if you're watching this in September, then go ahead and sort of put in closings or contracts that you have pending. Obviously, your new leads will be a little off depending upon when you're watching this and when you're planning along. But in any case, it will catch up again for next month. All right. So let's look at our October focus. So if this is your very first month planning with me, every month I always say we got to focus in and we need a focus statement, a focus word on what we're doing for the month. So this month is all about being unshakable. And I thought this was really, really perfect, especially with all the stuff going on in our real estate bubble right now, between the settlement changes with the interest rates. Actually, interest rates are getting a little better, thank goodness. So we're getting there. I told you. With elections and all of that stuff, it shakes the market a little bit. So, and then of course elections. So elections are coming up like next month. It's insane. I can't even believe it's already been 4 years. It's crazy. But in any case, our focus is to be unshakable. So regardless of all that noise and all that stuff that's going on in our world, we're not going to let that shake us as real estate agents. So to be unshakable is to be strong, resilient, determined, and grounded. You had a strong sense of the value you provide to others and a clear understanding of personal priorities and goals. So listen, you are a rock star. You are a rock star realtor. You have a super magic sprinkle fairy dust power that no other agent has. Okay. While they may have similar, skills and similar strengths as you, they don't have the exact combination that you do, right? And nobody in this planet has walked or been on the same path that you have to get you where you are today. So whatever that awesome rock star magic fairy dust is that you have, that's what you have to offer the world. Okay. And that's what the world needs. And that's what your buyers need and your sellers need. They need what makes you super unique. So again, no matter the opinion of others or what negatives are currently in the market, you are not easily swayed or influenced by negativity by focusing on the goals and facing challenges head on. So all of this stuff that's going on, you are unshakable. You're not going to let that detour you, right? And I'm going to tell you now, it's easy to get in that rabbit hole. It's easy to freak out with everybody, okay? And this is a perfect way and a perfect analogy to look at this. If you go to a bad restaurant and the service is horrible, the food's really bad, all of that stuff, it's natural for us as humans to complain about it. We love to complain. We love negativity and negative news and all that stuff and drama. Like we're just naturally attracted to that, right? So odds are we are going to call 5 friends and tell them what really bad service it was and what really bad food it was. And as opposed to if we went to an awesome restaurant, we might call 1 or 2 friends because it's not really anything like negative. There's nothing juicy there, right? There's no good gossip to talk about. Same with our real estate market. The media is plastered right now with all the stuff going on in real estate, or it's smoothed out a little bit as of recording, but it's plastered because it's media, it's news, right? So we're not going to let that negativity affect us. We're going to be loud, proud, and bold about who we are and our rock star abilities. And the simple fact is, there's somebody out there needing your awesome real estate services that only you can provide, right? And if you ever, I always say this, if you ever have a bad day and you're thinking there's nothing going on and you get kind of sucked into the negative news, cut that off, turn that off. Just don't even go there, right? Retarget your focus. Jump in your hot sheets. Every MLS has a hot sheet that tells you what's been happening in your market in the last 24 hours. Go jump in your hot sheets and see how many houses went under contract, how many new listings came on market, how many sold. People are going to do stuff in real estate every single day. It does not matter what all that is, right? So you focus on that and you focus on that positivity and knowing that there's stuff happening in your market and you need to just go be a part of that, okay? All right. So tips to be unshakable. Number 1, always remember why you started and develop a don't give up attitude. So you got in this business for a reason. Never lose sight of that. Why did you get in this business? And don't lose sight of that. And I'm going to tell you now, though, I mean, just top secret. If you got in this business and your only motivator is money, I'm going to tell you now, you're going to fail. Okay. So you got to get rid of that mindset. Your mindset needs to be, how can I provide value to others? How can I help others achieve their goals? When you shift that mindset to helping other people, helping them achieve their goals, and that you'll do any and everything in your power to make that happen for them, your money comes on the back end. So just reshift that focus, okay? And then you'll be massively successful and everything will fall right into place. Because think about it. If your main motivator is money and you close a transaction, you've made your check. That's wonderful. But then your customers, you're not putting them on the front end, right? So you might drop them off, right? It might be kind of like a one and done. You close them and then you never talk to them again. And I think I just did a video on it where we talked about 1 closed transaction is worth 5 future referrals. So therefore, if you would have put that customer first, continued to provide value to them and continued that relationship on past closing, that 1 closing could have brought you 5 more, and or of course treated them with like white glove service right throughout the whole transaction, putting them first again. So I promise you, if you put them first and your goal is to help them achieve their goals, you're going to be, abundantly covered in the things that you're looking for, right, to achieve your goals. Number 2, learn to adapt to change and remain flexible, right? Change is going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. With the settlement and all of that stuff, I released the NAR Settlement Lawsuit Marketing Kit. It is like the #1 seller right now in Etsy templates. If you haven't gotten your copy, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's $12. And let me tell you, um, it's essentially a workbook a workbook for us as agents, right? That kind of goes through all the stuff. But then there's a workbook for your clients that you can add your own branding really quick in the free version of Canva. Email that out. You stand out as the rock star, right? It's a simplified version because we can overcomplicate this stuff all day long. But, if you just sum it down and make it a little easier for yourself and for them, it's just, life goes on. We push forward, right? Here's what happened. This is what's happening. And this is what you can expect. And that's essentially what the NAR lawsuit settlement kit's about. I will link it below. If you don't have your copy, I'll link it below so you can go get that. But the point here is that you're going to learn to adapt to the change, right? And I'm showing you how to do that. And remain flexible. So just know that this is not the be all tell all with the settlement. Okay. There's going to be more changes that are going to come from this. But temporarily, this is where we're at. And this is how we're adapting to that change. And I go into way more detail on that settlement in that kit. Number 3, focus on what you control, let go of what you can't. We cannot control the settlement. We cannot control interest rates. We cannot control elections. I mean, we just can't. Let it go. Focus on what you can control. You can control following up with your leads and your past clients. You can control being available to answer their questions. And how do you answer their questions? You educate yourself, right? When it comes to the settlement, I've already done that for you in that kit. You just have to read what I wrote there, educate yourself, and you're a bombshell of information. Right? So if anybody comes and hits you with any of these hard objections or hard questions, you're prepared. You're locked and loaded. You're ready to fire off whatever answer that you need to, dependent upon their question, right? So focus on what you control. Let go of what you can't. It doesn't, life goes on. All right? So we're going to resume business as usual with confidence and check your hot sheets. Again, remind yourself of what's going on in your market. You just need to be a part of that. All right. So let's be unshakable for October, right? We're going to be confident, right? Superpowers. Let's look at our goals for October. So our October drive is our what and our who. So what are you most excited about this month? What's happening for you and that you're excited about for the month of October? Who is your why behind your daily drive? So who is the reason? And it could be just you. It could be somebody in your church. It could be family, all the things, whichever one. Who is that for you? And why you do what you do to go help people achieve all their real estate goals. Who is that for why you do it? All right, so list that there. Let's talk about the numbers. So we talked about this a little bit on last month, that your income, again, for us in real estate sales is more of like a quarterly sort of goal, right? So whatever that, if you've got it, let's just say, and I'm going to use round numbers, and let me get my little calculator here because y'all know I'm not that great with math without a calculator. So let me get the calculator. All right. Let's say you want to make $100,000 a year, okay? You'd break that down by 12. I'm sorry. You break that down by 4. There's 4 quarters in a year. That's going to be $25,000. Now, when you break that down by 3, because there's 3 months in every quarter, you need a gross income of around $8,300. You just say 85, round it up. Okay. $8,500. That's what you need this month. Now, how you get it, that's up to you. You can go and do extra admin stuff for other real estate agents. That could be a closing. And I'm going to tell you now, the rental market is a quick way to make some quick money, right? So you go find a house that's for rent in your market. You go promote that to Facebook, maybe run a little $5 ad on it, or just promote it on your Facebook page. Maybe go, if you have a YouTube channel, maybe go video that rental house. Throw it up on your YouTube channel. Or if you really want to go a step above, you can go mail some mailers, right? Or to like an apartment community where there's renters there. And you can say, hey, look, I got this house over here that's about the same as what your rent is over here at this apartment. And try to capture renters that way. All right. But in most cases and in most markets, rental income is going to be equivalent to that month's rent. Sometimes it's a half. So if it's $2,000 a month in rent, you can expect to get between $1,000 to $2,000. And the cool thing about rentals is that, you know, most of these tenants, they want to move in the next 30 to 45 days. So you get paid as soon as that's done. Okay. So it could be rather quick. So in any case, whatever your income goal is, what are your goals for new leads in your database? How many new friends are you going to go meet and add to your database? And again, your database, that is going to be their name, their phone number, or their email address, maybe their mailing address. How many friends are you going to go meet to get in your database for the month of October? What is that goal for you? Appointments. How many appointments do you want to attend? Again, this is all a numbers game. Depending on your income, is going to depend on how many appointments you need to go on, because you're not going to win every single appointment per se. You might get that appointment, either buyer or seller. They just may not be ready to go this month, if that makes sense. You're going to get them all, right? So they need to work with you. Every appointment you go on, you need to be their agent. But it may not be that they're not ready to list this month, right? So how many appointments do you need to attend for the month of October? How many contracts do you want to get signed? So Sally and Bob that you've been showing property for 6 months and they still can't make a decision on what house they want, you're going to speak life into that. And you're going to say, this is the month. We are finding their house this month, right? And I'm going to tell you a little note right here. I had a client just like that. We probably looked for about a year. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was getting a little drained. And I'm all about looking at houses. I'll look at 150 houses if you want to. I don't pressure my clients. I'm like, look, they're going to know, because I need them to love that house. Because if not, it's going to be a nightmare through the entire contract, because they're going to be trying to talk themselves out of it because they didn't love it from day one, if that makes sense, right? You know those clients, you know those ones. But these particular ones, you know, I was like, look, I knew they were starting to get on their kids' nerves because they had sold their house, went and moved in with their kids. And we were approaching, like, I don't know, I think they've been living with their kids for like 8 months at this point. They were kind of getting on each other's nerves. And I'm like, it's time. It's really, really time for them to find a house. So I'll never forget this day. I'm in the bathroom. It's on a Saturday. I'm finishing up my makeup, you know, getting ready. We've got a list of like 8 houses to go look at. And I remember telling myself, we're finding their house today. Today is the day. And it was like a drizzly, rainy, kind of ugly day. I didn't care. Okay. Let me tell you the first thing I said when I got out of the car. I said, hey guys, good to see you. I've got some good news for you. And they're like, what's that, Melissa? I'm like, today's your day. We are finding your house today. I have a feeling. I just know it. Today is the day. I spoke life into that. And can I tell you that up until that point, they never even found anything they wanted to put an offer in on. And that day they found 3 that they wanted to put an offer in on. One outweighed all 3 of them. And they were so pumped and so excited, like super smooth contract to close. We got it done. They had their house. So whoever you have that's been looking that can't pull the trigger and hasn't pulled the trigger, sometimes you got to kind of push them a little bit, right? Don't be too aggressive, because again, you don't want them picking something they don't want, because then odds are that you got a 50-50 shot of them canceling that contract, and then all that works for nothing. Okay. How many closings? What's your goal here? All right. And I'm watching my time. Okay. So let's talk about the one thing. So this is that one big thing you need to get done in the month of October. They need to have these 5 kind of points here. They need to be specific. What is it that you want to accomplish this month? How can you tell when it's accomplished? Because it's measured, right? You can measure it. What steps is it going to take for you to get it done? That's achievable. How is this goal going to help you grow your business? That's relevant, right? So what is the relevance of this goal to grow in your business? And time bound, what kind of time limit are you going to put on it to have it done? So there's one thing you need to get done. And you know how I feel about this. If it is cleaning out your garage, I think that does benefit your business, because it's cleared from your mind. You're not stressing out about it anymore. Okay. But if it is work related, cleaning up your database, whatever it is, and you kind of have that in here, the most important pieces of this whole sheet right here is the timing that you're giving yourself to have it done. Go ahead and put that in your calendar as this is the completion date for this one thing goal. Okay. And then if it's going to be the end of October, by all means, put it at the end of October. But again, you're going to let your friends and your family and everybody know, I'm not available on this day. I got something I got to handle, right? So get that thing done. And what was the other part that's really, really achievable, right? So what pieces do you need to go ahead and kind of prepare for to get that one thing done? So if it's cleaning out your garage, for example, go ahead and put it that on your shopping list that you need to go buy some bins, right? To store some stuff in your garage, right? If it's, starting a YouTube channel, do you need to go order a box light? Do you need to go order a microphone or whatever? What are those pieces that you need to make this thing happen, right? All right, cool. So let's move along. Lead gen strategy. So again, we are all about being unshakable. We are just, we are rock star realtors. Okay. And so this is your challenge that I'm giving you. Now, look, you can come over here. How do you plan a prospect this month? You have 3 main focuses. We're not going to get all bogged into everything and all the noise in the internet world and all the things that the master, coaches and all these other people say, do this, do this, do this. Because look, we're not one size fits all. And what works for one is not going to work for the other. But you know what you like, what you enjoy. And if phones are your thing, do that. If door knocking is your thing, do that. If going to other like broker events and all that kind of stuff, go do that. Right? Maybe you just prefer to run ads all day. Do that. Stuff envelopes, send out flyers, whatever that is for you. You got to figure out what prospecting strategy you're going to do for this month. Okay. And 3 of them, the top 3 would be great. If it's just one, that's okay too. And listen, if you're already doing something with your prospecting that is working for you, by all means, don't stop that. If mailing postcards works for you, keep doing that. And I think we talked about in the very beginning, where we at? What marketing worked for you? Whatever marketing worked for you in the month of September, maybe bring it back over to October, right? But if you're kind of stuck and you don't really know, I have given you 3 prospecting challenges that kind of goes along with our being unshakable. So every Tuesday this month, call 3 friends, blah, 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 and ask them, who do you know that needs real estate service? Okay, call 3 friends. If you're new into the real estate business, maybe you don't have a database built yet. Well, you should, right? So I just did a video on networking and marketing. If you have not seen that one, definitely check it out because it talks a lot. I talk a lot about new agents coming into the business and how you can sort of start with what you got and past coworkers to start building a database. Okay. But you can call 3 people. Who do you know that needs real estate service every Tuesday this month? Every Thursday this month. Take donuts to 3 local businesses in your market and introduce yourself as the neighborhood real estate expert. So these businesses are going to be businesses that are targeted and focused around your type of client. If you've taken the bootcamp with me, there's 17 types of buyers and sellers, and they're all different for your market and whatever real estate market we're going through and where you should be targeting. So these businesses are going to be around, you're going to go wherever you think your clients are, right? So in other words, if my target is traditions of Brazelton neighborhood, right? And these houses, range from $500,000 to $2 million. And they're just like, most of them are like middle-aged children type families, right? So most of them are like at least 5 bedrooms, maybe have a basement. Big chunk or majority are going to be like middle to high school kids. So they're kind of the owners of those type properties are sort of in that they're not ready to retire, right? They're in that, middle stage of life, right? So if that's my target, well, then I'm going to go to businesses that are right around that neighborhood, because I know that my target client is probably going to those same businesses. And that may be an insurance agent, that may be a local U-Haul storage facility, that may be a local restaurant. I'm just popping in, dropping a box of donuts, leaving some cards. Hey, I'm a local realtor. If you ever have any real estate questions, I'm always here, kind of thing. So do that for your market and where your target is, okay? Every day this month, like and comment on the first 10 social media posts in your feed. So those are the strategies or prospecting challenge strategies that you could use, or you could pick one or none, it doesn't matter. But you definitely want to kind of pin out what's going to be your lead gen strategy for the month of October. Okay, let's talk about happenings in October. Let's see what's going on in October. So, not many changes other than the leaves are falling. Your quote for the month is business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming, right? So they're everywhere, right? What's happening month-wise is, of course, we have Breast Cancer Awareness Month and then Fire Prevention Week. I'm going to share a little story with you about that in just a sec, but it is the 6th to the 12th, and then we've actually got Fire Safety Day, which is on the 9th. Yeah, so a lot of stuff to do with fire safety this month. Not a ton of holidays. We've got Columbus Day, of course, Halloween, but we've got some pretty cool hashtag holidays this month. And if you got a copy of the workbook, or if you're a Fall Pass member, you already got your workbook. But all of the October hashtag holidays are all here for you. And I love these hashtag holidays. And the biggest reason is because it gives us an opportunity to kind of talk about ourselves on our like Facebook business page, for example. It gives you an opportunity to sort of let your online audience in as to who you are as a person and your personality. So for example, October 29th is Cat Day. If you're a cat lover and you have a ton of cats, like my daughter, she's, cats are their thing. And then I have my one dog. But in any case, share about that, right? So maybe take a picture of yourself with your cat, take a picture of your cat, and just sort of let your online audience know, hey, I love cats, because there's somebody watching you that also loves cats, and it gives them a way to connect with you, right? And you're building that know, like, and trust sort of thing. So you can use any of this stuff to really just try to attract your tribe and communicate and try to build that, part of that know, like, and trust with them using hashtag holidays. And it's just an easy way to do it. All right. So again, it's just, we don't have a ton of stuff going on, but, fire safety is a big one. We're going to talk about that in just a sec. So let's go ahead and look at pop-by planning. All right. So if you did a Plan With Me session last month, you know that we did this sort of fall theme. It is a really cute one in which, let's see if I can. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you this in just a minute. I'll show you the reel in just a minute, but essentially it's the clear bag. You've got the little candy corns at the bottom there with a little glass jar. You put the little candy corns in a little glass jar, add one of these little caramel dip type deals and an apple, tie it with a super cute bow, bam, done. It's just so cute. So you could use this for your pop by. Could be something related to fall and the season that we're currently in. There's also Caramel Apple Day is October 31st. So if you wanted to center your tag around something to do with Apple Day, then you definitely could do that. Let's look at some other ones. So National Taco Day is October the 4th. So if you're a taco fan, this could be a tag idea for you. Let's taco about real estate. And then on the back of your tag, Happy National Taco Day with your name, your number, your phone number. Now, if you're a fall season member pass, you get these tags. So all these tags are included with your kit for the fall season marketing pass. So you already have access to this. If you want information about the fall season marketing pass that I keep talking about, I'll link it below and you can check that out. But let's look at some $5 ideas. So how cute is this thing, right? They're little baby cactuses, but they're taco holders. So if you're a big taco fan and you want to just share the love of tacos and taco day, you can purchase these on Amazon. Today's pricing, I think they're right at $5 and like 10 cents. Yeah, but you could stick it in one of these super cute little clear bags, add a little gold tissue paper with your cute little "Let's Taco About Real Estate" tag. Boom, done. You could tag a little tag even on this thing or on your little bag. It doesn't really matter, but for $5 a household, that's not a bad day. It's just a super cute little way to celebrate Taco Day there. Another idea you could use for Taco Day are these super cute Fiesta little bags. Really cute. But they also have this little taco seasoning little thing here. Let's taco about it. That would definitely go with that "Let's Taco About Real Estate" tag. If you wanted to go that route, you could do something as super simple as just like a seasoning pack, right? And you could get a 32 pack here. I think it was like $12. And I'm going to share with you in just a minute where all these links to all this stuff is, just so you have it. Idea number 2. So we're going to talk about fire safety. Fire Safety Day is October 9th. Fire Prevention Week is October 6th to the 12th. And this is just a tag idea here. Helping you protect your investment is my number one goal. Happy Fire Safety Day. Or you could change that up to Happy Fire Prevention Week or whatever, right? And then on the back of the tag, kind of show them the PASS system on how to use a fire extinguisher. And that's just, I don't know, it's informative, right? So it's value. You're definitely showing them how to do something. But let me share something with you really quick. Let's see if I can pull this from over here. So my cousin, all right, let me share the story with you really quick and why this is important to me. And it should be important to you. So my cousin had a super cute house in Alabama, and they did not clean the dryer vent filter. Not the little filter thing that you pull out of the thing, right? You know how you have to clean the lint out? Not that thing. The actual metal like hose that goes from the back of the dryer to the outside of the house. Did you know we're supposed to clean that thing like once a year? I didn't know that. Okay. And apparently she didn't either. And so they put some stuff in the dryer, left the house, and then came back, and the house was burnt down. I'm going to show you some pictures really quick. Let me see if I can bring this over. Can I bring this over? Come on, let me bring it over. Here's the house. Okay, so I don't know if you could tell. This is there. That's the electric panel right there. That's part of the kitchen there. I think the dryer sat right here. Yeah, this is where it all started right here. Okay, so the dryer was, you can see the little metal thing right there, right? So the dryer was here, washer was here, blew a hole through the roof, but essentially charred the entire house. You can see the black in the roof, right? I might have some more. Let's see if I do. This stuff is important, and that's something as super simple as cleaning out your dryer vent. So when I got these pictures and was notified of this all happening, and this is through the whole house, so I'm not going to show you all of it because it's just kind of sad. But when I got this information, I'm going to be honest with you, I went out and bought this whole dryer cleaning kit. It was like $30, and I cleaned out like all my stuff. So all the silver piping, even there's a little hose that goes a little, I guess you would call it like a conduit pipe that goes from wherever your dryer location is all the way outside your house with this little like kit thing. And I'll link it below just so if you want one for your house. But it came with everything, right? So it had the little hose that sticks all the way through the house. And I was able to kind of, and it spins and clean all that junk out. And it was a lot of junk. Okay, it was a lot of junk. But here's what you could do. You know, education is really important. So I kind of nerded out a little bit, and I went on the main fire websites, and I learned a lot about it and how we could be better with preventing fires. And I'm going to share it with you here in just a second. So with all of that being said, let's go over some $5 ideas that you could do to help them with this, right? So number one, they have these on Amazon. I think a 3-pack is like $10. So it averages about $3 a piece. This is a dryer, you know, where your your lint thing sits right in that little hole. And I know I'm not explaining this right, but you know where it sits, and you pull it out and you clean all the junk out of the filter and throw that away. This reaches down in that crack because there's a crack that usually you can't get in there to clean. That's what this does. It'll loosen that up. And a lot of times if you try to stick your vacuum in there or something, it won't fit because the holes are kind of small. So this is, it's like $3. You could get a 3-pack, stick one in a bag, add some of this really cool, like fire color tissue paper, these tags right here. The part of the whole thing with fire extinguishers is you're supposed to check them once a month. Make sure that their pressure's good. Make sure that there's no dents and there's no rusting or anything like that. So you could get these tags. That's how to use it on the front. And then on the back is a little inspection record. You can get like 160 of these for $10, right? So with the little plastic deal there. So you could get 1 pack of this and then like divide them up, maybe do like 5 tags a household or something like that. Put them in your little bag. If your target client has a lot of children, they've got like little coloring books with crayons and stickers. You could do all that, right? So depending what your budget is and how much you want to spend, you could probably do a sheet of stickers, 5 of these, 1 of these, and with the bag, and still be under $5 a household. Okay. So, and again, all these links I'm going to share with you in just a minute because I've moved them. So I'm going to share with you where they are. Okay. If you want to spend a little bit more, these are around $10. So like, a 4-pack of the fire blankets are like 40. So it'd be about 10 a household. Same with like these little extinguishers here. Like you could get the extinguisher with the holder for $10. So it really just depends on your budget. But for those, you could just add a colored ribbon. You don't have to necessarily put it in a bag and all that kind of stuff, with your fire safety kind of tag on there if you wanted to do that. Now, I have put together a fire safety in your home whole guide. Okay. And remember, I told you, I kind of went in and I nerded out on the website, all the government kind of .gov websites about fire safety and how it's sort of trained through our whole, like fire departments for our counties and cities and things like that. But I put this whole guide together. This thing is amazing. And I priced it like under $10. Okay. So you just simply go into the free version of Canva, add your own branding, email it out to your clients for fire prevention. Like this right here is probably upper level of like the NAR lawsuit communication kit that I've put together. Like this is super important to share this information. I've already gotten all the knowledge. I already taught myself. So I put it on paper, made it look really pretty, and, kind of added in some of those graphics. So you add your branding, send it out to your clients, then you're shining as the rockstar agent that you are. So it's all right here. It's done for you. If you wanted to use this as sort of your pop by for October, you could do the whole thing for under $10 and email it out to all your clients. Or you could print it. Printing might be a little costly. I'm not sure. Let's see how many pages we have. We might have, let's see. No, I'm going to actually show you the workbook. So here's the workbook here. Let me close this out. There's 44 pages total. But look, it's facts about home fires. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I learned a lot. I was like, you're kidding me, all that. So 75% of civilian fire deaths and almost 74% responded civilian fire injuries. These were all by home fires. There was over $7.6 billion in direct property damage. It just really talks about everything. We even go through the 5 types of fires. So did you know that there's 5 different types of fires? I didn't know that. I thought one fire fits all. No, there's 5 of them. Okay. And there's also there's an extinguisher that only works depending on the type of fire. So it's not a one size fits all type fire extinguisher, right? And most common are going to be kitchen, for example. But then like my cousin, hers was more of electrical equipment, right? So, and so we go through it. You share this with your client. You're showing them which extinguisher works for the type of fire it is. Okay. And then there's even like a knowledge check. So they can go in here and like check their knowledge to make sure that they got it right. Um, the pass, there's little videos in here where they're all backed, all the videos that are linked in the workbooks or in the workbook that you put together for them. They're all linked by a .gov website, and most of them are like a minute long, but it kind of helps give that visual of how to use a fire extinguisher sort of deal. How to, check them, how to inspect your fire extinguisher once a month. It's just all kinds of stuff. And then of course the answer key. Fire kitchen safety, like to prevent it, everything down to smoke alarms, like the whole thing in here, even a fire escape plan. It is all written out, kind of like the steps that they need to evacuate, how they can, test their escape plan. They could draw it out here. There's even some stuff in here about the sparky.org, which has to do all with children and how children can get educated on fire safety, which I know they teach a lot of that stuff in school. But you, as a super awesome rock star real estate agent that you are, you're just confirming, because your goal is to help them protect them and their investment, right? So it's just a cool little thing. And then of course you get some social media posts and some other stuff with it. But I wanted to put it together and share that with you because I just think it's really good. And I think we should share it anytime. Again, I didn't understand fire safety as much as I did when my cousin went through what she went through. You know what I mean? So that's when I learned a lot of that stuff. Okay, so let's see where we're at right now. Okay. So another pop by idea you could do would be the knock knock joke day. A tag idea, knock knock, who's there? Your who, your favorite agent, always here to help you reach all of your real estate goals. Happy knock knock joke day. So if you like knock knock jokes, this is around $6. You could pick this book up, tie a super cute, pretty, colorful ribbon around it, drop it off with your little knock knock tag. It's simple. It's easy. You could actually even mail that because it's small enough and get the book rate on the mail if driving by is not your thing. Or again, you can also do this and then just email it out if you would rather do that or both, whichever one. So this is what I wanted to share with you that's new. The links. Okay, so everything in the workbook, if you got a copy of the workbook, you can click it and you can get it. However, let's see, I have moved everything to a one-page website and I want to show you what that website looks like. So this is what it looks like. And everything in here is all about pop buys. Okay. So we've got the caramel apple kit. So let me show you the little reel here. You can click on that to open up the little reel. But again, this just kind of shows how she does it. She puts her little candy corn in there and then her little caramel pack and then her little apple. And then she ties it all in a bow. So it's all there. But in any case, if you like that idea, you could come through here and just pick out, I've got everything supplies that you need. So you just click on that. And each section also talks about dates that you could use this idea. So this is a fall theme. It falls all the way till December 20th. So you could do it at any time. If you like the little taco thing, you can click the back or click on the buttons there to get access to that. Same here. And then, of course, if you want the fire safety marketing kit, it is here. And again, it's $9.60. You cannot beat that. Home fire safety. Again, we've got all of that stuff in there. And then if you want that book, let's see how much the book is today. I don't know. Amazon, they changed their stuff a lot. Okay, so it's $5.90. The regular price is $8.99. So in any case, that's there for you. Also, if you want to know more about the fall 2024 season pass, you can click there, but all those tags come with it. So in any case, that is that. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, so let me pull my presenter view back up. Enter full screen. Okay, here we go. Oh, and yeah, so that's that. So if you want to scan, I'll also leave the link below to that pop by sort of website that has a corral of all the stuff there for you. Okay. So let's talk about your pop by strategy. This is just where you're going to sort of plan it out. and pick what you want to do and how you're going to do it. And you may or may not do pop buys every single month, and that's okay if you don't. But just kind of pencil in what you will do. And if it's going to be a digital version, such as like that fire safety kit, a something physical that you just, they can touch and feel it and you drop it off, or both. How do you want to deliver it? Is it by email, mail, or drop off? The dates. So dates and details. So what's your budget? Most important way to do this is kind of figure out what's the delivery date. So what day do you want to have it dropped off, emailed, or mailed? Put that date here and then sort of just work backwards. So date to assemble obviously needs to be before that date. And then you got to shop before that. And then of course set that budget because sometimes it can get a little crazy. So I wanted to do that. Let's jump into social system marketing plan. So let's talk about social media. So again, we have 5 types of content. We've got educational, fun, value, promotional, and personal. So again, for us real estate agents, it's normal that we do a lot of promotional posts. So we talk about our listings and new closings and client reviews and all that kind of stuff, which is awesome. It's super good that we do that, but we want to try to sprinkle in some of these other ones in here as well, which I talked about that personal part where you can share about, you can use #holidays sort of as that crutch to talk about yourself to your online audience and sort of let them in on your world, building that know, like, and trust factor. You want to have a little bit of value in there. You want to be able to kind of, that would be a pop by or giveaway. Newsletter is valuable information, as well as like any kind of lead magnet or freebie that you're giving away, a guide that you might put together and send out. Things that are fun. So, things that might be happening in your market, events, behind the scenes of what you're doing, funny joke or quote, just, something fun. And then educational. So industry news, mortgage rates, local market update, that kind of thing. All right. So let's talk about the social strategy. So what is happening in your clients' lives this month? So depending on your target client, something's happening. What are they doing? If you target, for example, if you target vacation home buyers, and it's October right now, they might be, they're probably not thinking vacation homes. However, this might be a really good time for them to buy, because of pricing and it being sort of an off season, especially if it's like a beach area or something like that. So what's going on with them? If you focus more on like move up buyers, then they probably have younger children. Like, what's happening with all of that? They're probably getting ready for Halloween, maybe that kind of thing. What's happening in your life this month? So what's going on with you? What is your social media content theme or focus? What are you focusing on? Do you want to focus on the fact that it's fall time? The seasons, the holidays that we have. We don't have many, for October, but we do have falling leaves and all of that sort of thing. So what are you talking about mostly for the month of October? And then when it comes to your content, you're going to brainstorm content ideas, write content for each post, customize your graphics, pre-record any videos if you are doing videos, plan brand photos if any, draft, design, create newsletter, value offer, schedule post newsletter. So a lot of this I do for you in the fall season 24 marketing kit. If you want to check that out, it's already, all the content is written for you. All the graphics are done. It's kind of a plug and play sort of thing. So you can definitely check that out. Your social media tracker for the month is here for you. So you just kind of fill in the blanks there, depending on your platform. Marketing planner for October. So we've got block scheduling. All day we're going to do intentional marketing. So every day this month, be intentional about your marketing. Wear something that speaks real estate, that you try to get those conversations started, even if you are just running errands. And I've given you an example of how my block scheduling system is laid out here. So if this is your first time watching a Plan With Me session, this is sort of how I break down a daily routine. And then from 1 to 4 is my daily focus. And that daily focus can be, let's see, written out here. So maybe on Mondays, I plan all my social media content, scheduling and posting and getting all that scheduled on a Monday. And that's my one thing for Monday. Tuesdays might be my in the field door knocking. That's what I'm doing, whatever my prospecting is on Tuesday. I might do prospecting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday might just be administrative stuff, right? Like cleaning up stuff in my email box, making sure I have everything turned in that's needed. So you can really, it's your schedule. You can design it however you want to. But here's the deal. You got to have a schedule. You need to have a game plan. And we all know that this is going to change, right? It doesn't, your day doesn't always go according to what you have planned. That's okay. The whole goal is to get it on paper or digitally, however you do yours, that it's in there. So if you don't get to that particular thing that day, Fridays, for example, for your daily focus, Fridays could be my go back day. Go back and hit those things that I wasn't able to accomplish the other days in the week, and you can sort of clean it up that way and do it that way. I've got something in my eye. I've given you a weekly calendar, a monthly calendar. And so, yeah, that's, we've covered a lot of marketing today in our Power Hour October session. Of course, if you're new, you haven't been to the Agent Toolbox, definitely go check that out. There's all kinds of free stuff in there, free downloads, Canva templates, all that stuff. My favorite quote, what you focus on expands. A few note pages there. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a pleasure. I'm sorry my hair's all crazy today. I feel like it's like, I don't know, big. Anyway, please let me know in the comments what your aha moment was. I hope you enjoyed our planning strategy session for October. And give the video a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to be great real estate friends with you. And I just look forward to the next one. So until the next one, let's get out there. Let's get it. I'll see you soon.